It's TBISE, the best in sports entertainment. We're here live in Providence, USA. TNS Media Group is the team and the family. So, man, I want to talk a little bit about your team. But first of all, how was your weekend, man?
My weekend was good. And yourself?
Nice shirt you got, right?
Oh, thank
cool,
you, man. I'm over there. I want that brown one.
Yeah. Well, we got some stuff going on. But let's talk about the Eagles. The Eagles won the Super Bowl. As everyone knows, they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the Washington Redskins are making some hay. Just made a trade for Debo Samuel. Debo Samuel's coming from the 49ers. He did make a Super Bowl appearance on the 49ers. What was it? Was it Super Bowl? Yeah, they made a Super Bowl appearance.
Yes.
Also, then they finally lost to the Rams, getting in the playoffs the following year, I believe. But Debo is now in the Washington Commander. And do you think the Eagles are worried about this at all?
I'm not gonna say the Eagles is worried, but Deebo Samuel is a very good player. He's good. He been injured a couple times, well, recently a lot. When I sit back and I run over his body and work thus far, he's good, but I don't think that just made them like a ultimate threat to the Eagles. You know, they have a good quarterback, and then we got to check that out to see if, because you know the defenses catches up to you.
Yeah.
They got a good quarterback, so we got to check. We got to see how he comes out here and produce this year with people knowing his tendencies, whether good or bad. Mm-hmm. But then with this Deebo Samuel being placed in their lineup, does it mean that this is something that can knock the Eagles off? I don't think so. I'm not scared by this by one bit. With Cooper DeJean and Mitchell, oh yeah, I think Scary Terry might be better than
Debo?
Yeah.
I mean, Debo is a different kind of player.
I think he had his best moves and runs or catches when he was playing as a running back.
That's what I'm saying. Debo's kind of like that player that you see, where you put him here, put him there,
exactly,
handoff, catch, quick slant,
right?
You know what I mean, kick return, punt return, all these different positions. But now you bring him over to the Washington Commanders, on a team with a young quarterback. Debo is still a good player. I don't want to say he's not a good player, but you bring him to this team with this young quarterback, and now we got to see basically if this can work. But I think that it's going to be, they're going to have a good season. But I just don't think that they're going to need more than this to beat the Eagles, in my opinion. The Eagles are not going to just be.
And don't let the Eagles get this boy Myles Garrett in the trade. Don't let them do that.
What about? I mean, Myles Garrett still ultimately in Cleveland, but just imagine if he goes to the Commanders. Because so basically it's up in the air where he's going to go.
Exactly, it's definitely going to be where whoever offers the most, whatever players, picks, whatever they offer into the Cleveland Browns organization, they're going to be the one that ultimately, at the end of the day, make the final say so if he even leaves, and if he does leave, where it is that he may go.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't know. I mean, Eagles are too talented all around every position. I'm sorry. Every aspect of the game, special teams. They got special teams fumbles coming up. They got defensive fumbles, defensive sacks. They're kind of all around the board, and the offense is prolific. So I don't think that this trade, them acquiring Deebo Samuel, really tips the scale that much for the Eagles to say that the Commanders are going to be a team that, I
don't see it at all.
Beat the Eagles.
Again, I reiterate, this kid, Deebo Samuel, was good. He had some good years with San Francisco 49ers. But as of late, within the past 3 years, he's constantly hurt. He hasn't done nothing electrifying to make me be like he's like mediocre. I have seen him good, but now you seem I think production has fell off. Do you?
Yeah, I mean.
Yes, as each year within the past 3 years. Did you see? I was watching something yesterday on the quotes and talk shows and stuff. And they were showing Deebo Samuel because he voted for the Eagles. He was rooting for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. And he had an Eagles jersey on. And he was down there in New Orleans where they had the Super Bowl at. And he was down there and he was out of shape. Mm-hmm. They had a picture of him. Look at his posture. This is just February 9th. Mm-hmm. We ain't talking about 2-3 years ago. Your body is mainly your tool to work with in this profession.
Yeah.
If your body ain't right, you can't get out there and run up and down that field doing what you want. So I say that to say he looking like each of the last 3 years that I'm talking about, he's looking like he's declined.
Yeah, because if you look at his numbers.
This is not a big time wide receiver signing. I'm gonna go ahead out there and say it.
Yeah.
To you, is it, Tuffy?
But look, if you look at his numbers, in his first 6 years,
right?
His first 6 years, he had 4,792 receiving yards and 1,143 rushing yards. In the past 4 years, he has rushed for 958 yards and 17 touchdowns while catching 244 passes for 3,599 yards and 18 touchdowns. So for me, there's a little bit of a decline there in regards to Debo's numbers, but I don't know if he's ultimately going to tip the scale. What I said with the Eagles. The Eagles are right now Super Bowl champions. Best
Not only
defense
are
in the
they
league.
Super Bowl champions, but they have the proof of why they are Super Bowl. They have the talent on both sides of, like you said, in every aspect of the game. They got covered. And then they got the scarier part about what I just said is majority of the Philadelphia Eagles roster is children. And when I say children, between the ages of 28 on down. That's what I say when I say children. These dudes are finally, they're young adults. They got a good run in them.
Yeah.
So they can possibly repeat this year and next year.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially if they make the next coming moves is crucial to their longevity in this. If they come up in this draft or this offseason and make some good acquisitions as far as a trade here and there and trade some people, and everything falls in place and it was good, it got done right, man, that's a team to be reckoned with at least for the next 2 years. And I ain't talking about those Super Bowl that just got won this year, this February that just passed. I'm talking about the next 2 seasons that we'll see.
Yeah, and then, another thing too, a reason why this trade probably isn't very, 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 Eagles aren't really too intimidated or scared of this trade is because the sophomore season for Jayden Daniels, we don't know what we're going to get. The NFL defensive coordinators are able to scheme and know his tendencies, know what he does. So we don't know if he's going to be able to have the same type of season next year.
That's what I want to see. This was what I told you the other day when we was having our personal conversation. You see C.J. Stroud coming to the league. He lit the league on fire. Defenses was on notice. Daniels did better. I think he did better than Stroud did. Rookie season, and he took the league by storm. Now this the other side of the coin. Next season, let's see if you could even try to duplicate the season you had, let alone to surpass it.
Yeah.
Because these defenses, man, these defensive coordinators, man, they up at night and not just with him, but with, they all around the league just coming up with schemes and thinking and just how to stop an offense.
That's their job. They're working. I mean, they put every week. They know we're going to scheme for this kid. So I'm not saying that he's going to have that big of a drop off. Now they should be a playoff team. I believe that they're going to make the playoffs because Stroud made the playoffs as well.
Right.
But I don't know if he's going to have that much of a dominant season. And if he does,
if he does, beware.
Yeah.
How about that? Because he ain't faking out there, y'all. Y'all like to say faking? Oh, no. If he comes out and have such as a season as he just had last year and has one the same or if not better, you already know what the year means anyway.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens. And before we go, I just want to say that this episode of TBISE is sponsored by Mecca Care LLC, located at 5025 Germantown Avenue. That's Mecca Care LLC, 5025 Germantown Avenue. Phone number 215-644-8341. Anything else you want to add in regards to this Deebo Samuel going to the Washington Commanders?
That's about it, man. I just want to say that I ain't scared. You need more people. We don't believe you over here.
Yeah, heard it here first. It's TBISE, the best in sports entertainment. You need home care services for yourself, but you don't know where to begin. Please allow Mecca Care to help you. Call now, 215-644-8341.